The episode Doctor of Horror from Tales from the Crypt represents a pinnacle of horror anthology storytelling, weaving suspense, dark humor, and ethical reflection into a seamless narrative that both captivates and unsettles. The story begins with Dr. Thorne, a respected medical professional whose outward charm belies a disturbing obsession with psychological experimentation. His office, meticulously arranged with medical equipment and curious artifacts, serves as both a literal and symbolic stage, reflecting the duality of Thorne's character and foreshadowing the sinister events to come. What is immediately striking about the episode is the careful attention to visual storytelling. The camera work emphasizes both intimacy and tension, with close-ups capturing minute expressions that betray the inner workings of Thorne's mind, while wider shots places subjects in vulnerable positions, heightening the sense of control and menace. The pacing of the episode is deliberate, alternating between the calm, methodical planning of Thorne and the growing unease of his patients, creating a rhythm that steadily escalates suspense. In one particularly memorable sequence, Thorne isolates a patient under the pretense of treatment while subtly manipulating their environment to provoke fear responses. The effect is chilling, and the use of practical effects, lighting, and sound design amplifies the horror, drawing the audience into a direct experience of psychological terror. Beyond the surface thrills, Doctor of Horror excels in exploring themes of morality, obsession, and the consequences of unchecked ambition. Thorne embodies a complex antagonist whose intellect and curiosity, when divorced from empathy, generate a uniquely terrifying scenario. The episode forces the viewer to confront unsettling questions about the limits of ethical behavior, the seductive nature of power, and the fragility of human trust. The narrative structure supports these themes by building tension incrementally, allowing the audience to fully appreciate the stakes and the implications of Thorne's actions. The culmination of the episode is both satisfying and morally resonant, delivering a twist that punishes hubris while reinforcing the series' signature blend of irony and poetic justice. The impact of the climax is heightened by the groundwork laid through carefully crafted foreshadowing and character development, ensuring that the resolution feels both inevitable and shocking. Comparatively, the episode draws on classic horror motifs, particularly the archetype of the unethical scientist, yet it remains distinct through its integration of humor, moral reflection, and the anthology's flair for the unexpected. Personal engagement with the episode arises from its exploration of universal fears. Being vulnerable to those we trust, the consequences of curiosity, and the unpredictability of human behavior. These elements resonate beyond the screen, prompting reflection on real-world analogs and ethical dilemmas. Furthermore, the episode demonstrates mastery in its technical execution. The interplay of shadow and light, the strategic use of tight framing, and the sound design all contribute to a palpable sense of dread. The editing is precise, guiding the viewer's attention and amplifying tension without ever feeling forced or contrived. Ultimately, Doctor of Horror exemplifies the qualities that make Tales from the Crypt enduring. It entertains while provoking thought, balances terror with dark humor, and crafts a narrative that is both psychologically and visually engaging. The episode succeeds not merely as a story of fear, but as a meditation on human nature, ethical boundaries, and the inexorable consequences of ambition devoid of conscience. Its memorable performances, meticulous direction, and rich thematic content ensure that it remains a standout within the horror anthology genre, offering insights into both the mechanics of fear and the complexities of morality. Watching this episode is not merely an act of entertainment, but an exploration of the human condition, where horror serves as both reflection and revelation.